Before this video starts, we would like to thank JSoavi on Instagram for suggesting this idea. As always, if you would like to put forward an idea for our next video, make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Fact5Wrestling and DM us your suggestion, and who knows, you might get featured. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you will never miss a video from us. With that out the way, let's get right into the video.
If there is any man or woman with just cause, speak now or forever hold your peace.
I object!
Stephanie McMahon has had a number of weddings that turned sour in the WWE, some of which feature later in this list, but her very first one was back in 1999, and it wasn't exactly with her consent.
Darkness!
The Undertaker, who was the cult leader of the Ministry of Darkness back then, abducted Stephanie and strapped her to his sacrificial symbol before attempting to marry her. But before things got darker and more twisted, an unlikely ally rushed to Stephanie's aid. That being Stone Cold Steve Austin. Usually, when Austin is within a foot of the McMahons, you can expect a stunner or two. Or 3. Or 4. 5. You get the picture. But on this particular occasion, the rattlesnake showed up, not to insult Stephanie, as he usually would.
I've got a proposition for you, not the kind you want to hear.
I don't think I got, well, I might got a 20 on me.
But to rescue her from becoming the dead man's unholy bride.
Don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
Less than a year after marrying Kane, forcibly marrying Kane rather, Lita found herself getting married on WWE television again. But this time with the rated R superstar Edge, who she cheated on Matt Hardy with, not just in the storyline, but in real life too. The wedding became memorable for a number of reasons. Firstly, Lita's wedding dress.
Oh my gosh, look at that gown! She's literally pouring her heart out.
And secondly, the monstrous ending. After some rather questionable wedding vows,
falling in love with you makes me a I am proud to be the of the century.
Edge and Lita were ready to tie the knot, but not before the big red monster, Kane, emerged from under the ring, and right on cue too.
By the power vested in me, by God and the Lord Jesus Christ!
Unfortunately for the poor priest, he was caught in the crossfire and received a signature tombstone from Kane.
Oh my God!
In early 2002, Stephanie McMahon dropped a bombshell to Triple H by announcing, however, Triple H would later learn that Stephanie wasn't actually pregnant, and that she was faking it, in an effort to get him to recommit their wedding vows. On the day that Stephanie and Triple H were renewing their wedding vows, Triple H decided to expose Stephanie for what she truly was.
A no good lying
Triple H then, but how could we forget the look on Stephanie's face by the end of it all? The look of pure evil. When you think of the biggest wedding disasters in WWE history, the wedding of Stephanie McMahon and Test is right up there. Not long after escaping The Undertaker's clutches, Stephanie McMahon began a relationship with Test, and fast forward a few months, they were getting married. But in true WWE fashion, a wedding can't go uninterrupted. Triple H showed up uninvited and proceeded to play a video which revealed that he drugged up Stephanie McMahon and married her in a drive-thru wedding ceremony.
I, Stephanie, take I promise to love, honor, and definitely obey everything you say.
Despite how much was wrong with this segment, you can't deny that it made for some very memorable TV.
How many times did we consummate the marriage?
Looking back at past weddings in WWE history, I think we can establish that weddings plus WWE equals profit. Wait, no. Disaster, that's the one. And the most recent one between Lana and Bobby Lashley was exactly that. A disaster. Moments before Lana and Lashley were ready to tie the knot together, they were interrupted by returning Liv Morgan, who had a very interesting secret to share.
The love of my life is right there.
I've never touched this woman my entire life.
Oh, come on!
I'm not talking about Bobby.
Complete pandemonium broke out, which saw Rusev burst out of the wedding cake, and Lana getting a faceful of said cake. That was not the first time Lana had something white and creamy on her face, though.
I don't even know if that's PG.
I'm talking about another instance where she had cake on her face back in 2016, during her wedding celebration with Rusev. As bad as the wedding was, it ended up being the highest rated segment on WWE TV for the whole of 2019. What has the WWE come to?